¿Cuán importante es para el póker la organización de torneos como el Big One for One Drop?
I think it's really important because the special thing about the one drop is it has a crossover. The mainstream is interested in it because you know, it's news and it's obviously newsworthy. I think it's great because it's not something that's just selfish. You know, people are actually making a difference just by playing in the tournament.
¿Cambiarías el hecho de que te convertiste en el mayor ganador de MTTs en la historia por el título del One Drop?
Yes. Yeah, I would absolutely rather have won the one drop because the all-time money list is kind of silly, I think. Obviously, I've been playing a little longer than some of the other guys, but the list is a little weird. Like, what's to stop, you know, billionaires from saying, okay, $100 million buy-in tournament, winner wins, and now, like, he's the new all-time money leader, right? But winning is always what I want to do, winning a tournament.
¿Cuán difícil fue el heads-up contra Daniel Coleman?
It was a tough match. It started off really well for me. I thought like things were going well, and then I made one very, very important call that didn't work out. But looking back on it, I would still do the same thing again, you know. So just, you know, in the end, I don't feel like I was lucky in the spot I needed to, especially the last hand, you know, looked good, but I didn't win. But I'm okay with it. I'm not disappointed. I was excited about it.
¿Qué pensás de la decisión de Coleman de no dar notas al final del torneo?
I don't think it had too negative an effect because what it did was, it's odd because his goal was to like avoid media attention, but by doing that he ended up getting a lot more, right? Because then it was all over the news and people were talking about it. So he created a discussion about, is poker something that's good for society? Is it good for people to play? And you know, should people be aware of the fact that they're probably going to lose? Because the truth is most people do lose, right? But what I wanted to make clear is that you have the opportunity to be successful, right? A lot of people would love to play for AC Barcelona, and they try to, but they're 99% are going to fail, even more actually. Just like anything, if you want to get to the top, you know, it takes a special kind of talent.
Tuviste una gran fiesta de cumpleaños. ¿Qué tenemos que hacer para que nos invites al próximo año?
You guys were invited. Everybody was invited. All you had to do is show up. Código Poker is always invited. They know how to party. Código.
El EPT está celebrando su torneo número 100. ¿Cuán grande te parece que es la serie para el mundo?
Well, the EPT has been huge because before the European Poker Tour even started, if you wanted to play big tournaments, only the United States of America. So people would have to travel overseas, and it's very difficult. With the EPT, people can play from their own backyard, so they don't have to travel as much. On top of that, for Americans, it's a great opportunity to see some of the most beautiful cities in the world. Barcelona, London, Monte Carlo, you know, Prague. There's been so many great stops, and it's a great opportunity to get some culture.
¿Cuándo vas a volver a jugar un lap?
You will see me in an LAPT. I only played the one in Sao Paulo. I want to play in Costa Rica. Are they still having them there? No. No more in Costa Rica. Darn it, I want to go to Costa Rica. But I'll definitely do it. You know, my schedule is very, very busy. So when I do go back to play an LAPT, I'm going to make a vacation out of it. So I'll play the tournament and also stay an extra week and really get a sense of the city.
¿Harías el reto del Ice Bucket Challenge?
I've been nominated to the Ice Bucket Challenge by a lot of different people. I think it's interesting, and I think it's good for you know, the charity. They've raised a lot of money, but part of it, you know, the challenge is, you know, you either donate or have to throw an ice bucket over your head. So I can do the challenge without having to put ice all over my head.
¿Qué pensás sobre los jugadores de póker que hacen caridad en Rec o en el One Drop?
Well, I think it's great because a lot of the struggle poker players have is like, well, what do I contribute to society? All I do is take people's money, right? So there's an opportunity to use that money and do some good with it. So if you have a lifestyle that's comfortable and you can afford to donate 5%, 2% of your income, you can make a real big difference in the world. And I believe personally that happiness comes from giving. You know, it's not about living a life where you're only worried about yourself, because real love and connection to people comes when you're actually looking to help your brothers and your sisters, which we all are.
¿Cuál es el error más grande que cometiste como rookie?
The biggest mistakes that I made in poker was I always wanted to play in the big games. You know, I knew I didn't have the bankroll and I should play the small ones and wait my turn, but I was hungry and anxious. So even if I was a better player and I was good enough to beat the game, it didn't matter because the money I brought wasn't enough. So several times I went broke taking shots in those games, but I don't really regret it, you know, because I learned a lot from it. I wouldn't advise people to do what I did, right? I would say don't try this at home, but it worked out for me because I had a lot of passion and determination to succeed. I'm Negreanu, you're watching Código Poker, and I just want to say hello to Latin America.